Hey, this is Mr. Herzon, and this video is about creating a digital graph to incorporate in your uh, scientific method experiment, okay? The Prefer Ants experiment. So this is our data that we collected over a 2-day period, okay? We had 32 samples, all right? And then we have our totals down at the bottom. There is something that you should be talking within your team or your lab partner of whether or not um, if there are some high numbers here, for example, 213, which is noted as an estimation, and then 130, okay, of whether or not you're going to keep any data um, or include um, those data or exclude them. And you have to establish a reason why you choose to include them or exclude them. Okay. I'm going to just exclude the 21st sample because it was noted to be an estimation. We want to, and so I'm going ahead with 742 and 51. Okay. So the next thing to do is open up a new Google Doc, just like I did here. Let me lower myself a little bit. And you actually want to type in your first and last name. Okay, so this is going to be your first and last name. Mine would be Sanford Herzon, Prefer Ant Experiment and Graph. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is go up to Insert and click on that and go down to Chart. And you can see a new window populates. Now we want a traditional bar graph, which happens to be a column bar graph. Okay, click on that. And what populates is a standard reference one. We're able to change this, all right, if you just click on it. Notice on the upper right is a link icon and then a pull down menu. Okay, and you want to click on open source. Okay, and now this will prepare a Google Sheet for you. All right, and we just want to check the name of the document. Um, okay, so this is your graph or column chart. Okay, so let me move myself over a little bit up here. Okay. All right. We really didn't have 4 teams. We just had one class. So we can delete all of this and just type in period 2. Okay. Here, we're going to put in the types of sugar. So we have the regular sugar, and then we have the artificial sweetener. Okay. Now we're only setting up um, one set of data, and I believe it was 571 Let me double check. Oh no, 742 and 51. And 41. And notice all the changes that we entered automatically changes the graph. Okay. And we even have a legend set up that's color coded. Okay. Now what we want to do is we have to create a title and we have to label the two axes. So how to do that? Click on the graph and you can see this hamburger type of icon in there. It's kind of like a mini menu. Okay. When you click on it, select Edit Chart. Okay. And you'll see on the far right over here, the chart editor pops up. And we're going to customize it. We have the right type of chart, okay, but now we want to update the chart and axes titles, okay. Starting off with the chart title, okay, and this is going to be our dependent variable, number of ants, okay. I'm just going to put in verses. Maybe you learn that you can type in the phrase as a function of, but versus is just fine. The number of ants versus the type of sugar. Okay, and if you look up here, you can see that title has been updated. Now we want to label the horizontal axes, that's the x-axis, and these are the types of sugar. Okay. And let me scroll down a little bit. You can see types of sugar up there. And let's get back the editor. And now we'll label the vertical axes. And this is going to be number of ants. Okay, and there we go. Now, once that we're finished, if you X out of the chart editor, okay, and now if we go ahead and close, you can see up here, we can close this Google sheet, and now you can see we need to update our graph. So click on update, and now we have our graph. Now what you could do is copy and paste this into your worksheet. And there we go. Carry on. Have a great day.